What's shaking, people? I'm back with another reaction, back with some more hardcore. Going back to the Ruffneck label, though this time we're going to a more recent Ruffneck tune. Indeed, this is one of the first records after the label started putting out vinyl again, very late 2010s. I think this is 2019. As I mentioned, I think this is like the third one after they had come back. Yeah, it is. No, it's the second one. It's the second one. Okay, so yeah, I have the first two. Since they've come back, they've put out like, I don't know, another 10, 15 records. Some of them are like, I think they're like either 7-inch or 10-inch. They're like smaller ones, and some of them have like like hardcore like spoken word bits on some of the like, you know, B-sides and so on. So yeah, shout out to the label coming back. Shout out to Van Kerkhoven for coming back to making like old school, you know, artcore, like classic Gabber style, which, you know, I get it, like producers over the years, especially when you've been around, you know, like 30 years making tunes, you know, you explore different subgenres, you explore different like genres entirely, different styles. I totally respect that, but I think a lot of people were really, really happy when in the late 2010s, PVK began making like classic artcore, like classic old school Ruffneck style again. So yeah, we're going to listen to the title tune. I already reacted to Mirrors on this one, which is PVK under his Wedlock alias. One of my favorite hardcore tracks. Really, really love that one. Love the use of the sample from Any Given Sunday. Like, love the acid section, which like burns really hot. It's funny because like I think of a lot of PVK's old tunes under different names. I think of a lot of things, drum and bass rhythms, like reggae samples, the kick drum, the bass line, but I don't always think of acid right away, so it's really cool to have that tune where it's like PVK like dropping a wicked acid section. But this is a tune called Napalm Burn. As you can see, it's sort of the title track of the release. So let's get to it. This is Napalm Burn by Ruffneck as DJ Ruffneck, which is like Patrick Van Kerkhoven's like main sort of alias as the leader of the Ruffneck label and sort of alliance, Ruffneck Alliance. Shout out to the Ruffneck Alliance. Yeah, so let's get to it. This is Napalm and then parenthetically Burn with an exclamation point by DJ Ruffneck. 2019, as I said.
It's hot dirt, burn! 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 Well, I'm thinking on the devil is dirt.
I love like tracks like it's so great to mix into a track like this. You got that opening section where it's like no kick. You got the placeholder kick. Like everything here allows you to mix into this track from another track. And then when it gets to the moment, you just love that sort of like echoed, floating over you, demented laugh. Now we get the real kick bass line. It's a wicked like hardcore synth melody. Sort of evaporated, huge like placeholder kick roll. Now there's like this kind of electric haze over the tune. Cymbal popping in. Still like frantic hardcore, like synth layer, but slightly different than the first iteration. Placeholder kick walking us to the real drop. I sprayed that bass with a bomb. make it like, it doesn't do the simple like, intro, first major section, breakdown, second major section, outro. Like it's, even within sections, it's like having little like dead pause, restart, like placeholder kick rolls and taken over by the real kick. And then lovely floating dimension laugh. Now this kind of horror movie sort of like eerie, like pad synth. Placeholder kick roll right at the end of the measure, and then flip it back over to the real kick. Best part of the track, right? As it continues to build, like it's a progressive tune. Maybe start your mix out here. Yep. Just about the right time. Finishing like very frantic and wrong. Brilliant. Again, I completely understand why people were very excited when this and the release before it, which I think I already reacted to all three tunes on that, at least two of them for sure. If I haven't done all three, I'll come back for the third one, but I'm pretty sure I did. But it's called 20 Bullets to Comply, like bullets, I'd spelled a little idiosyncratically. But yeah, it's a really cool release too. Again, all three tracks are great. So yeah, again, shout out to Ruffneck coming back. Again, I think I only have these two. They even, though it's like pretty recent that these new Ruffneck records have come out, they already command pretty high prices on Discogs if you didn't get it right away. So yeah, like some of them I aim to get but haven't been able to acquire so far, just because there's not the greatest copies. It'd be like VG plus copy for like €50. It's like, man, like if that was a mint copy maybe. But yeah, bottom line, I intend on getting more of the more recent Ruffnecks. But yeah, it's just the process. And I'm still trying to buy Acid Techno, and there are other hardcore labels that I'm following. So at the end of the day, you gotta make decisions about when to get things, and ultimately just keep bird dogging Discogs and see what you can find. But yeah, let me know what you think of this one. As I mentioned before, I'm a big fan of Mirrors. I'll admit the tune 5.31 minutes to Despair by his Ruffneck as his like Despair alias. It's not my favorite. I'll keep listening to it. Sometimes over the years, there'll be a tune where I actually didn't like it, and then over time, as I listen to the record, it's like, oh, that one's not bad. And in a few cases, a tune like that, like, eventually becomes my favorite on the record. Like, oh, I still like the one I bought it for, but actually this is a tune, and it's the best one. So, I don't know if that'll happen with this one, just because Mirrors is, I really, really love that tune, and this one is great too. But yeah, perhaps my opinion about 5.31 minutes to Despair will change over time. Once again, shout out to Patrick Van Kerkhoven for his awesome label and his tunes and his various aliases over the years. Once again, the artwork on Ruffneck releases is always fantastic, going way back, and then these ones as well. So big ups to the overall aesthetic. In any case, let me know what you think. Other than that, I'll see you next time. Peace.